Yo. I hope everyone can hear me. Sorry about that slight glitching in the matrix, but we move. Big up to everyone in the building. In my feelings, I think this is my second or third show. It's just Friday evening, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're just chilling. Maybe half an hour, maybe an hour. We just sit here and talk. But I wanted to talk about one player in particular today, and make sure you slap the likes and everything. I'm going to put the link in the chat as well for anyone who wants to join as well. This is going to be an interaction session, and I'm going to ask questions, and I'm going to see what type of answers I get from the masses, I should say. Looks like I'm streaming solo today, so it's all good though. But this isn't going to be a show criticizing Saka to the maximum, yeah, because I'm a person that likes to bring my people up. Do you understand? Yeah, so it ain't gonna be. It's just observation and it's just questions. Yeah, that this one particular player who we call the Star Boy, you know, he's got that elevation for a reason. So can he elevate himself even more? Got a slight chesty at the moment, a little bit of a throaty, so you know. I've got my lemon and honey right next to me as well. But big up to everyone in the building, man. Make sure you smash the likes as well. I've been getting a lot of motivation today, man. Before I start the proceeds, I've been getting a lot of motivation from watching Matisse's branching out interviews. The first one I watched with Turkish, that was excellent. I'm watching the Saeed one, and Saeed, man, wow, that guy, man, he's such an intelligent guy as well. He might come across as a really jokey, funny person, but he's a very intelligent man. Yeah, and for what he's done in the scene and what he's doing right now, forget about all the subs and the views and everything he does, yeah, but what he does, yeah, around the community, in terms of the content that the Big Six and all of them guys do, yeah, it's nothing short of phenomenal. And most of the content creators on my level, they want to reach that type of level. Those are the guys that you want to be reaching in the content space. So big up to Matisse and all that, and Turkish, Saeed, Big Steve, Tobes, and Riz Khan. But yeah, let's start the show, yeah? Bit of an introduction. I'm going to talk about Saka, yeah? So Saka's obviously on the thumbnail, so I'm definitely going to talk about him today. So Saka is a homegrown Arsenal player. He joined Arsenal at in the academy at the age of 7. So since then, he's risen, you know, to become one of, you know, the clubs and England's, I suppose, one of their best players. What he's known for, you know, scoring goals. His dribbling ability is okay, you know, but his work rate is exceptional. And his primary position is he plays as a right winger. We're going to talk about that much more as we get into the session anyway. So he's born in London to Nigerian parents. He went to a school up the road, funny or not, from me. My cousin, he was a year above my cousin in school. Went to a school called, I think it's Greenford Academy, I think it's something like that, where a lot of my friends went there as well. Good school. Used to play five-a-side a lot there. They got a nice little five-a-side, 11-side pitches around the back and stuff like that. But yeah, big up to Abdul that used to work there as well. He used to give us the freebies and all that sort of thing, going and play football. And then the inside kind of court as well, where you can play basketball and you can play football. Remember when you used to play five-a-side back in the day and you had the benches out? I don't know if they do this now, but you had benches as goals, yeah? That's how the setup was over there, but now they've got five-a-side goals there. But yeah, he's from my ends, so big up to him. So, you know, he's one of the Highlanders. He signed his first professional contract when he was 17, I believe. Very bright student at school, high grades, you know, GCSEs and all that kind of stuff, yeah. You know, young black man trying to pursue his dream, you know, in the sport that he loves. You know, I'm sure if he didn't play football, he would have went on to probably bigger things in his life. But let's talk about his rise to the first team as well, because Saka made his debut in the Champions League in 2018. It was a debut on New Year's Day, 2019. He became the first player to be born in 2001 to appear in the league. I'm reading some of this as well. Yeah, he was initially deployed in various positions, including left back, before establishing himself as a key attacking player. So his achievements, he's known for his ability to beat defenders with pace and dribbling, often cutting inside onto his strong left foot to score or create opportunities. He was named Arsenal's Player of the Season multiple times and won the PFA Young Player of the Year award from 22-23 season. He's become a talisman at Arsenal, as we all know. You know, he delivers high goal contributions, etc., etc. And you know that he's recognised on the international scale as well. You know, he made his full English international since 2020. Saka's represented his country at major tournaments, including Euros 2020 and 2024 and the 2022 FIFA World Cup, where he was an outstanding performer. So he's made over 200 appearances for Arsenal, showing resilience and dedication, which has earned him widespread respect from fans and pundits alike. So, wanted to go into some things, yeah, that maybe I want to talk about a bit more in depth. And I know I've got some people in the chat that are just going to maybe talk a bit of rubbish, but I'm going to say it how I see it from my perspective. Okay. So let's start. The first thing is the world-class debate, yeah? We're often hearing that Saka, you know, is not world-class. He needs to win things to become world-class. I hear all of that. Where does he rank though? You know, in terms of, you know, when we talk about world-class, yeah, in modern in football, is it just purely based on statistics? You know, statistical output. You know, is it based on team trophies? Is it consistency? Is it match-winning moments? How do we define world-class in modern football? Because there's players that you would think that are still world-class that play in teams that don't win anything year upon year. Just thinking of a good example to give you. Who can I say is world-class in the Premier League who doesn't really play for a team that wins things year on, year out? Who's a good example? I'm trying to think. Who's a good example? Maybe an old example would be Harry Kane back in the day. You know, at some point, you know, he was scoring, winning golden boots year upon year, but his team weren't winning anything. You know, this guy was world class, man. We knew this guy was world class. Just the amount of goals he scored, just the way he scored his goals. You know, scoring match winners, you know, man of the matches, golden boots. He's consistent as well in terms of his play as well. I can't recall a lot of bad games that Harry Kane had. Maybe he's had a few, but he's gone on to world-class bits right now in terms of playing for Bayern Munich right now. So, you know, if that's a player, that's one example. I'm just trying to think of some other examples as well of players that may be world-class. I would say Gabriel for Arsenal. I think he's world-class right now. And I think he's earned that level. He's one of the best players in the world right now. And when you're one of the best players in your position, yeah, that elevates you to that world-class elite table, if you ask me. Now, everything's debatable in football, isn't it? You know, this is not based on any facts. This is just based on my opinion, the waffled on. Make sure you slap the likes and all that kind of stuff. So, where do we rank Saka in terms of, you know, the best wingers currently? So, Can any of you tell me right now, 3 people in the building, can any of you tell me, and big up to everyone in the building, big up Jordan, big up Nems, big up NFC in the building, and big up anyone that joins the stream anyway. Can any of you tell me, honestly, yeah, who's the best right winger in the Premier League right now, would you say? Who's the best right winger in the Premier League? Just off the bat. Would we still say Salah is the best? Big up to Caps in the building, man. Who do we say is the best right winger in the Premier League right now? Just based off anything. And we know we can debate about standards going down and all that kind of stuff, but I just want a simple answer to who you think is the best modern day right winger in the Premier League now. We can go to Europe and the world and we can talk about Yamal and, you know, other players like that, but in the Premier League right now, who do you guys think is the best right winger? So we can go back a few seasons as well, if we really want to go there. Now, when you watch football with your eyes, yeah, and you watch football statistically, the statistics would say that Mo Salah is the best right winger in the Premier League based on his output. Yeah, I think a lot of you would agree with me in terms of output. When it comes to eye test, though, I don't think he's the best in terms of a right winger. You know, you've got the likes of Elise is not here no more, but he was on levels when he played for Palace. Not output wise, but in terms of his technical ability. Who else can I think of? Right wingers in the Premier League over the last few seasons that are the best in the Premier League. Very tough to think of any, very tough. But when Liverpool were going through that mad, crazy phase, yeah, it's got to be Mo Salah. Mo Salah has to be the best, yeah, in my opinion. Not on the eye test, but due to the output. So when you can't pick out someone with the eye test, then you have to go to the statistics and the output, in my opinion. And if the output is proper outweighing the eye test, then you have to go with the output, you know. If it's just like balanced where, you know what, that guy's got tech as well, you know, but he doesn't score that many goals, you know, then you're still kind of like, what, maybe I'll go for the guy with a balance. But if you look at it over the last few seasons, it's got to be Mo Salah, yeah? So after Mo Salah, who do we say is the best right back in the Premier League? Now, I want to see what what the media says, because right now my brain is like, I can't think of the best people, yeah, the best right wingers in the Premier League. I can't think of one. So let's see what the okay, this was updated in July 2025. Yeah, let's see what. That's a good shout, by the way, Capture and Burma. Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, his input is banging as well, and he's techie as well. That's a very good shout. Very good shout. And I think he's on this table. Let me share this table with you guys, yeah? And this, as I said, this is an interaction show, people. This isn't like a shy thing where you just sit back and, you know what, interact. Let's hear what your opinion is, because I'll be interested what's going on with the strippers. What are you taking me to Boots for? I don't want Boots. Let me close that. Stop. Okay. I can close that. Remove the ads, man. Ads, remove ads. Come on, remove it. Remove it. This page is taking ages to. What is going on, man? This page is doing a madness here. Anyway, let's just we'll stick with Mbeumo for now, yeah. That's one of the players, yeah. I think there's about 15 on this list though, and then I just want to really like do a deep dive into these players. But this page just seems to be doing stupidness, so let's go down. Okay, so we've got a list here. Not all of them play on the right, so out of this list, you've got Saka. Palmer can play on the right as well. I don't know if we want to add him on that. And Mbeumo. These two don't really play on the right though. More there's Gakpo, Foden. Neto plays on the right. Belanga. Semenyo can play on the right. Bowen. Kudos. Doku plays mostly on the left. And Diallo, I think he plays as a right wing back anyway. So just say those players, yeah, Palmer's a 10. Just say those players, half of them players, players right wingers, yeah. Players right wingers. Now out of that list, Saka, Mbeumo, Neto, so that's 3. I wouldn't class Elanga as top tier right now. Bowen, I think he's good as well. And Kudos, yeah? So out of those 4 or 5 players, let's just get this rubbish off. Out of those 4 or 5 players, yeah? Now we've got criteria that we can actually go against now, yeah? So who, in your opinion, out of those players, Kudos, Mbeumo, Saka, Pedro Neto, and Bowen, who out of those 5 players would you say, and you could add Estefao in this list as well right now, because I know he's a young G doing his thing as well. Who out of those players, yeah, would you say is the best player in that list? Some might say maybe Mbeumo, maybe Saka, maybe Kudos. There's no outstanding right back in that list for me. When you look at it, let me minimize my screen again. I do like the little thing. Yeah, there's no one there, yeah, that I really think that defines. Yeah, Salah, if you mean numbers, yeah, Salah, yeah, if we're talking about the numbers. But when I'm talking about overall gameplay, excitement, GA, you know, someone that gets you off your feet, who would you say out of that list is a player that you see consistency most weeks, week in, week out? And I'm not trying to say like pigeonhole or shoehorn Saka into all of this, by the way. Yeah, I just want to get everyone's opinion. So Caps is saying Savio, yeah. So Savio, yeah. Okay, cool. So Savio, yeah, Savio is good as well. But then again, he's got everything in it except for the end product in it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's one thing. But he's a very good player. He's a very, very good shout. But who is the best out of all of them? When you put everything together, GA, eye test, ability, durability, consistency, power, who is the best out of all of them? Because I don't think it's that easy to answer. So where does Saka currently rank amongst those guys? So in the Premier League, yeah, who would you say are the top 3 right wingers in the Premier League right now? Give us your 3. because my three definitely involve Saka in that list. You can't be at the top of the league and not have one of your players in there, in my opinion. Esteval's still too young. As much as we're getting gassed about how good he looks right now, I still think for us to just put him in that three, I think it's disrespectful to the work that the other players are putting right now. That's the maturity, and that's the argument that I'm putting forth. I will put Esteval in the young category coming up, Young Player of the Year award, like Saka was getting back in the day, when he was 17, 18. That's how I would place Esteval, one of the best up and coming young players. I'm talking about right now, over the last 2-3 seasons. Who would you rate as the top three? So this is what I would say. And I'm not in any order. I would say Saka's one of them. Salah. And who's the last one? Who's the last one that I mentioned? Who's the last one? I mentioned someone else as well. There's someone else, but I can't remember who it is. I can't remember who the last one is. I really can't remember. I've just lost my damn mind. Elise went 2 seasons ago, so I can't put him in there. Didn't he go like 2-3 seasons ago now? But if he was here, he would definitely be one of the top. But let's just put him in there for argument's sake, yeah, as one of the top threes then. So Elise, Salah, and Saka. So those are the three, yeah, that we're just gonna use for example now, yeah. So we've already established, yeah, that maybe Saka belongs in the top three, top 5 best right wingers in the Premier League. Okay, yeah. Now let's talk about impact on their teams. What kind of impact do these 3 players have on their teams? So, and how influential are these players on their teams? Now, Caps knows, and he knows that Saka is very influential in the Arsenal team. He can say anything about his tech or whatever, I can accept that. But when it comes to influence, Saka is very influential in the team. Yeah, we expect Saka to bag kind of every game, or we expect to get something from him in terms of assist or something like that, even though he hasn't had very good assist for a long time. But it's something that we expect, and that's what we call as having an impact in your team as well. Yeah. Does he score important goals for us at times? Yes, he does. Yes, he's missed a few chances as well. We can talk about the PSG games, but all the best players, in my opinion, they miss chances. There's no one that doesn't miss chances out there. If players didn't miss chances, then do you know what? It'd be crazy. But in terms of the top right wingers, I think he's up there. What was I going to say next? What difference? Chiesa don't even play, man. Hush him out, man. You're talking nonsense, bro. He don't even play for you. He don't even get a chance to play for you guys. Stop that chat. We're on a serious thing now. Big man talk here, yeah? None of this idiot business. Yeah? This is in my feelings. Stop the idiot business, people. So, okay. So, we established, yeah, that I can't even put Elise in this argument, bro, because he's not in the Premier League no more. So I have to choose someone else. No, I'm not saying he's cold, but he doesn't get to play. So there's no point talking about someone that doesn't play, that don't get minutes. That's not what the whole suggestion is. Yeah. But we're not talking about players outside of this league right now. We're not talking about those players. We're talking about players in the Premier League right now. But he's a good shout as well. Mason Greenwood's a good shout as well. He's a very good shout as well. Question to you guys: If Saka wins a Premier League, a Champions League, or say, for example, goes to somewhere for 100 and whatever million, does a madness, starts scoring loads of goals, wins loads of trophies, does he get coined world class then? Or what is it? What more do you need to see from this player for him to be world class? What more does he have to do? If he wins the title with Arsenal this season, yeah, does he get put in the world class category? What happens after that? Because there's clearly agendas at play. Yeah, I never hear other teams compare their players to players that are better than theirs. So we've got Elise clears Saka. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Elise is better than Salah. How about that? Elise is better than Salah. Eye test, he looks better than Salah. In terms of goals, obviously, that's the thing with Salah, he's going to clear everyone with goals. But Elise, technically, much better player than Salah. Yeah, much better player than Salah. Is Diaz world class? That's a good question. Probably got world class ability. It's a very good question. If I have to think about it, then he probably isn't. If I don't think, if I've got to think about someone being world class, as BBK would say, then they probably aren't. World class ability, 100%, but world class, no. Very good player though. Very good player. Very, very good player. Jim, actually, no. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on. Quick question to you guys, yeah? Is Saka better on the left or is he better on the right? Yeah. Where because obviously Arteta inverts him as a right winger, yeah. But positionally, he can play multiple positions, as we know, yeah. I think Saka could even play as a 10. That's what D said from Famza, and I believe him. Do you think that Saka should play off the left a bit more? Does he look like a much more comfortable player playing on the left-hand side? You know, with your left-hand side, you're a bit more comfortable, isn't it? You know, on your right-hand side, then you're naturally going to try and have to cut in with your left. True. What do you think? What's your answer? What's Saka's decision making like? What, in your opinion, what do you think his decision making is like? And can he improve? Can he improve his decision making? These are all questions I put to you guys because we all know football, yeah, or we all say that we know ball, yeah. Where can he improve? What can he improve in? You know, can he risk his ball retention? Because we know he has world-class ability when it comes to ball retention. We know this. So, and this is a big man conversation, people. Yeah, this I can do the humor thing, yeah, but we have to have conversations because I think this is make or break for Saka, yeah, because Saka's on the verge of signing a brand new contract, yeah, and sometimes, yeah, it's like you're signing your life away. You can love Arsenal, yeah, but there has to be conditions, and in those conditions, yeah, you have to see the future in that you're going to be winning things. It's like a Gerrard situation, but Gerrard won things at Liverpool. He didn't win the Premier League, but he won the Champions League. You know, Kane won Golden Boot after Golden Boot and Player of the Year for his team, but he didn't win nothing. And this is where the problem lies with the Saka debate, because Saka, for all intention and purposes, the trophy aspect of this argument is that he needs to win something. If he scores the last flipping kick penalty at the end of the season, yeah, to get us 3 points to win the league, yeah, he gets elevated, in my opinion, because that shows mentality. That shows world-class mentality, in my opinion. Shout to man like Dr. Seymour. You were supposed to be here today, Dr. Seymour. Dr. Seymour, you're supposed to be here today. But it's cool, because I can run shows, I can do hour shows, and I can talk forever. But big up to you anyway. Thank you for passing through anyway. Big up to you in caps and everything as well. I've got to read out what Dr. Seymour says, because I'm always interested in his takes. The trophy aspect for sure is a factor. When we think of world-class winners of the past, like Pires, Ribery, Robin, Hazard, and Figo, they wouldn't get man-marked out of the game. Saka sometimes can. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But they had the ability to find the spaces, isn't it? They had the ability to find the spaces, these players. They were very good. They were very good. Jump on if you want, man. Because you played like literally behind the wingers. Pause. You literally play behind wingers, yeah? So, you know, the right back also as well, yeah, has a part to play as well. It's not just a case of like the right back just gets it to the winger and the winger just has to run like 50 yards up the pitch and twist every player and then score a worldie. That's not how football works, in my opinion. You know, there is a part of where the right back makes space for the winger, you know, overlapping and doing all that kind of stuff. But some players don't need it. Look at the likes of Hazard. Hazard on the left, absolute phenomenal player. You give him the ball, 2-3 players, it's either an assist or a goal. You know, magnificent player. Some players just have that ability to just be able to just, it's almost like a sea of waves. And big up to my guest, man like Caps in the building. How you doing, my brother? You all right? Can you hear me? You're on mute. You're on mute, bro.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, bro.
What are you saying, Jim?
Nothing, man. I'm just there, man.
Am I agitating you? Am I agitating you? My questions.
With this Saka business, like, no, just don't get me wrong. I never used to rate Saka as much as I was when I saw him live. Yeah. The brother's first touch, yeah, is nice. I'm not gonna lie. His first touch is nice. Yeah. No, I'm serious. His first touch is nice. Sometimes it looks a bit baggy, but not. Yeah. When I saw him, when I watched him, he got man of the match. So, you know. But, boy, no, he's good. But elite, no.
This is what I'm trying to establish, bro. This is what I'm trying to. I'm not.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say that Saka's elite. I'm trying to raise like a debate, like in terms of like the things he does, what he should be doing more, you know. And this ain't a hate thing on Saka, by the way, yeah, because people think that I might just be like, you know, just trying to jump on Saka's neck, but I'm just trying to show like Saka's a very good player, but to get to that next level, you have to do something else, bro. So if he does a Mazza this season, yeah, say for example, I'll give you an example, perhaps. If from now to the end of the season, yeah, he scores 20 goals, yeah, and he wins us the Premier League title. And say, for example, we win a FA Cup and he scores the goal in the FA Cup final, yeah, the winner. There has to be conversations then.
Yeah, but you ain't done it, man. You ain't even won Arsenal a trophy, bro.
You won the FA Cup.
You didn't
play, did he? He was a sub in it.
You didn't come on. What's wrong with you?
Oh, jeez.
You won it.
But is that strictly down to him though? Just down to Saka?
I'm not saying it's his fault or anything.
No, I'm asking.
Saying, at Arsenal, he has not won a trophy. It's not down to Saka. When we was in the mud, yeah, he was our best player. Yeah? He's lucky. Look, listen to this. He's lucky Elise chose France and Mason Greenwood's a scumbag. Because he wouldn't be playing, bruv.
You reckon?
I'm telling you that now. You're telling me Elise right now in Bayern and Mason Greenwood. And Mason Greenwood is balling out. Real Madrid wants to buy him. When someone big buys Mason Greenwood, yeah, England will soon be after him. I'm telling you, bro.
He's on some mad GA at the moment, isn't it?
Mason Greenwood is a baller, brother. Yeah, go and watch that, brother. Yeah,
I've seen him play. He's techie.
I need to watch that guy live because he is. Oh my God, the stuff that he's doing Yamin stuff. I'm telling you, I'm not even joking.
Is he a winger or is he a striker? He can play.
He's like Van Persie, isn't it? He's like that. That little triangle, you can play that 10, that 9, that wing. You know that little triangle there?
Oh. Is that who Saka should be? Is that the player that you should envisage him?
Greenwood, I would be. Listen, there's no criticism. I like Saka, yeah, but it's just something missing for a winger. He's not. There's just something missing with his game. I don't know what it is. Like
what's missing then? This is what we're here to discuss.
It's just basic. They're just so basic. How can
you but he does the basics well though, doesn't he?
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I just want more from him, man.
What more do you want from him? You can't say you want more from something, and you can't.
He doesn't. I don't see him coming in, cutting in, and playing Martinelli in. You don't see him do that, do you? I don't see him
No. He usually tries to go and shoot.
That little reverse ball in between the centre back and the full back to Gyökeres, see him to cut, so he runs in between the centre back and bang. You don't see him playing them balls, do you? You don't see him. All it is he just passes it and then runs in and then gets a through ball. He plays for himself.
I hear it.
It's a cross, or it's just a good crosser, and he's got a good first touch, and he's intelligent. If he didn't have the smartness that he had now, he'd be a left back. I'm telling you that now, bro.
Oh, boy,
is a converted left back. Yeah, he's a wing back.
What do you think about his the way his minutes have been managed though over the last couple of seasons? Because he has played like crazy amount of minutes, bro.
You talk, innit? How do you then you open your mouth? Like if you, I know you play football for a living, but you open your mouth and say, look, boss. He knows he's the best left back in the club. So I mean, the right winger in the club.
Yeah.
So you can come say to boss, like, are you sure? Like, come on, I'm playing too many. You don't know in your own body that you're in the red zone.
That's a good point.
They know you're in the red zone. You open your mouth, bro. You know if you're at work and you say, you know what? I've done too much work. I'm not doing the next email.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You say, no, I'm not doing it. Don't say that. I do it, bro. I say, wow, I've done bare work. Someone else can do whatever.
Maybe he feels, but maybe he feels that, you know what, he owes them, innit? Maybe he feels that, you know what, I've got the whole club on my shoulders. Do you know what I mean? I need to do something. You know what I mean? And maybe he's got that selfish mentality as well. You know, because some of these ballers, man, they got that selfish mentality where they have to be in the team, innit? You know, they love playing football. You know, you come on, Caps, man. You play with Sorry, pause. You played with ballers back in the day. Yeah, you had to pause that thing, right? Yeah, you played with ballers back then, yeah, where they always got to be in the team.
Me.
Yeah. And you know what? They're not even having like doing 7 out of 10s. Yeah, they might just be trying to just do the selfish thing just to be in the team, but having stinkers.
Well,
so who's to blame for that then?
Listen, he's the main man. I'm not going to lie. At the moment, him, Declan Rice, and Gabriel are the main men. Yeah? in the team. Obviously, Saliba and this other little Saliba. I don't think he's got the mentality to be like a real leader. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
But you know what? Saka
There's,
better put
there,
his finger up. Saka better put his finger up because Dalman's right up his you know what, bruv. But when Dalman starts scoring a few, once Dalman starts getting minutes and scoring a few goals, I even like Ethan out there. I don't know why they don't play Ethan out there more often. Because Ethan
yeah,
loses the
I
ball.
wish Ethan would have been getting some game time over there as well, you know. But
Ethan loses the ball in midfield too much. I think he should. That's how Jack Wilshere, he started out on the wing. Yeah.
yeah,
Van
remember
Persie
that? Yeah,
started out on
remember
the
that?
wing.
Yep,
Van Persie started out on the wing.
yep.
Like players play on the wing, you know. There's
I
nothing
hear
wrong
it.
with
I
playing on
hear
the
it.
wing first before you establish yourself. So I don't know why. I don't know
I
why
hear it. I hear it. I hear it.
why Arteta's not saying, listen, you're gonna play, but you need to play on the wing first. And that helps you, man. You've got that touch line, so no one can't get the ball off of you on that right hand
Yeah.
side of your body. But all these things, Saka can play 10. How can Saka play 10? What balls do you see? He crosses the ball most of the time. His
Mm.
assists are crosses. They're not cute little passes. Please
Yeah.
tell me the
He
cute little
doesn't do
passes
mad
that he's playing.
passes. He doesn't do mad long passes, does
No,
he?
yeah, he can't. He don't switch the play.
Yeah.
He just looks robust. He just looks very robust to me, bro. I don't, no disrespect to the guy. Like when I saw him live, I thought, yeah, okay, he looked a bit more smoother. He looked sharp.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I hear it. I
he
hear it. I
is
hear it.
not. He is not going to ever. Unless something changes, yeah. But he's not going to be an elite winger. Look at Mahrez.
Oh, don't talk.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about Mahrez, bro.
Look
The
at Mahrez
touch,
and the touch
bad
and
boy,
the way he just
elegance.
does a little step over and then a little.
Yeah.
He doesn't even like do a little like jink and like a little head movement to say I'm going this way. Or, do you know what I mean? A little dummy.
Yeah, but that's just the player he is, though. You can't
Yeah, but
say
it's
every player is
so.
the same.
I'm not saying every player is the same, but the wingers have that though. Natural
Yeah.
wingers have that. He's got
Yeah.
like before he used to do bare step overs. If you go
Yep.
back to his early days, yeah, he used to be like a bit more jinky. But now
Do you think though? Do you
he's
think
just
though?
back
Sorry,
bread. That's what I call him, back bread.
but
Back
that's
bread.
funny. That's see when you start saying things like that, yeah,
But I
that's
do
just like
though.
that's terrible, bro. But I want to say something to you quickly, yeah. When can you remember there was a time where Saka was just getting fouled up the most? Two players just on him, fouled all the time. Yeah. Do you think that has? Do you think that has like a thing on your mentality after a while? When you know what I mean? Because now you've got to protect yourself now, innit? Because he does get fouled a lot, doesn't he?
Brother, he gets paid to play football. Man should have sauna, all these recovery pads in his yard. He gets in and he puts them recovery leg things on your legs and all them things. Man should have as soon as he comes from his
I think you're cutting it.
about.
I hear some of your arguments, but I think you're being a little bit too harsh.
Man's got every recovery thing you can possibly think of, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I still think you're being a bit harsh, bro.
I don't know why he doesn't. How though? Your job as a winger is to get past the fullback.
Yeah.
Your job as a
No, you're
winger
right.
is to fullback.
I think you're cutting out.
Helps him is to pass to the 10 or to the 9 or like.
Yeah, I think you're cutting out a bit, so we can't really hear you. But anyway, okay. Quick question to you, if you can all hear this, yeah. How can Saka improve for the next steps of his development? Because he's only 24, I think, and there is room for improvement. How do you think he can improve?
To to take on a double team. Why is Jamal and Greenwood? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You keep cutting out though.
Can you hear me?
Now and then you just
he's holding him the ball.
Cutting out. You keep cutting out. Come back out. Come back out.
Why don't you go? I'm gonna come back out.
Yeah. Right.
Can you hear me then?
I can hear you now.
I'll come in and come back out.
Okay, cool.
Oh, can you hear me now? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
He needs to be more expansive with his. He can be more expansive. He needs to be popping up in different zones. If he knows he's getting double teamed, sometimes he's got to tell Odegaard, you come out to something. I'm going to come in a 10 for when the build up for 2 minutes. Because you can't play 10. You're not techie enough, bro. You can't come in them areas.
But do you think this is strictly down to him, or do you think this is down to how the manager wants him to play as well? How he's coached?
Listen, the manager, I know it's a different level, yeah. I played up to semi-pro, but the manager used to tell me to do something, and after 20 minutes, if that's not working, I'm doing what was in my head. I don't need the manager to tell me. I've been playing football for how many years? Do you know what I mean? He's on a contract. What's the worst that can happen to him? You're going to sit on the bench.
But Caps also as well, though.
Do you know what I mean?
Also as well, yeah. Yeah, but also as well, Caps, yeah. He's in a team where he has to defend as well. He's also in a team where he has to defend as well. He doesn't just purely attack. He also has to get back and defend as well. So effectively...
One thing I do admit, he should base his game on Salah. I don't like Salah in his game, but their game is very similar. He should base his game on Salah, and that's what he's doing, numbers. But he needs to play closer to the penalty area, yeah? So he just gets the ball, takes on the fullback, maybe takes on the centre-back, bang.
Because he's a good finisher, isn't he? He's a good finisher, isn't he?
His favourite player is Ronaldo. That's all you need to know, bro. He's a good finisher. He's a very good finisher. He's accurate. There's 3 things he's got. Good first touch, accurate, yeah? And he's got a very good shot, and he's strong, yeah. But when it comes to
just the other stuff, the dribbling and stuff like that. It's just a dribbling you don't like, yeah.
It's like he's took out of his game. Yeah, he's not creative enough, and he's not even a good short passer. He doesn't give the ball away, but he's not taking risks in them areas. I don't see him like. When is the last time you see him play Martinelli in, play Trossard in, play? I know he crosses to them, but it's like when there's big defenders, like that's just gonna get like food and drink. Remember that season when we were just playing cross
yeah,
all the time?
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? It's like we even got no big strip. We even got no.
Yeah, but do you know what though? Wouldn't Saka's GA be enough though? Yeah, if we had a good striker as well, because once Aubameyang went, who we had as a striker?
Yeah, then we had Jesus up front, and you know how that story is again finished.
You know what I'm saying? So all of these things, yeah, like
but you've got to adapt to. You've got to adapt to who you're playing against.
I hear it.
Like if I know if I'm playing like, did you hear Henri one time when he said, when I was to play with Freddie Ljungberg, I knew I had to come close to Freddie because he wouldn't see me because he runs with the ball with the head down. If I played with Bergkamp, I knew I could make any run because I know he's going to find me. If I played with Pires, I know he likes to play 1-2.
Yeah.
Like, know your players then, innit? I'm telling you, the boy, he's good, but he's selfish. He's believing his own hype a bit. I gave him too much, too soon. Yeah, he should have made Pepe. He should have gave Pepe a bit more love. Pepe was good, man. Pepe was good.
Would you play Saka on the left? Would you play Saka on the left?
Me personally, and people, I get criticised about this all the time, but I think he's a left wing back. I honestly do. Even Southgate played
left wing back
one time. Yeah, because he's not got the guile enough in the final third.
But you said he's a good finisher, though.
Yeah, he's a good finisher. But the fullbacks can be good. Look at Reece James. He's a good finisher. Have you seen him in training, bro? Reece James is elite, bro, when it comes to finishing. Yeah? I'm telling you that now.
Yeah.
He plays midfield, doesn't he, sometimes?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So there's a lot of... like connotations to it, man. But
you actually criticize him more than me, brother. I thought I criticized him at times.
I do criticize him a
Boy.
lot, bro.
Well, what do you think about the media and all that over the last few years? How they've handled Saka as well and stuff like that. You know, when he missed the England penalty and stuff like that. Yeah. Do you think these things have an effect mentally on on the player as well?
Nah, I rate him for taking that penalty because I don't like taking pens. I'm not gonna lie. When pens come up, bro, I hide. I'm a defender. But and he was what? How old was he? He was what, 17 or something at the time, wasn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah, so 18, 17, 18, so huge, massive. He's Arsenal captain not Arsenal's vice captain for a reason. So he must be some sort of leader. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think he can have an impact on this season going forward? We're going to wrap up in a minute as well. Do you think like this is Saka's make or break season now, because he's up for signing this big contract now? So this is probably going to tie him down for probably another 3, 4, 5 years to the club. You know, is he making the right decision in your opinion?
Well, I don't begrudge any player who, however, if the club want to give him 400,000 a week, give him 400,000 a week, bro. Yeah, but
do you think he's making the right choice though, Caps? Though.
But if any club's going to give you 300 bags a week, you're going to take it, no?
What? Okay, let me ask you a question.
What, do you think the club shouldn't be giving him that much?
No. It's not about the money. Let me ask you a question. If you was a footballer right now, yeah, one of the top footballers in the league, okay,
yeah, and
I said to you, you know what, Caps, yeah? We're close to winning something, but we're not right there yet. You know what? 350 bags a week, yeah? Then you see another team that's constantly winning trophies and stuff like that, yeah? They say, you know what? I'm going to give you 350, but you know what? You might be on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Because we've got another top player in your position. You're just going to have to fight it out. Which option are you taking, bro? Are you staying at home? Go on.
Listen, it's about the money, bro. That's just me personally.
So you don't want to win anything. You don't want to win anything.
I want to play. I want to win, but I'm just thinking about me as my mentality now, because we go to work, innit? But
yeah.
If I'm thinking as a football player, I want to play.
Okay. So you want to play, but you want to win trophies with that team, yeah? That you get to play with week in, week out. Is that correct?
Yeah, of course you do.
So you're not moving for that same amount to sit on bench, but you know you're going to be guaranteed a trophy come the end of the season. You're not doing that. You still there? Yo.
Oh shit.
You still there, bro? I can't even hear you, man. I can't hear you. Anyway, yeah, he's gone. What I would do, I need to read this out. I'm not saying it's an excuse, however, sometimes injuries can be pretty traumatic and heavy on the mind, not just a physical injury, but a psychological one. Yeah, I hear that as well. I definitely hear that. And this isn't a dig show at Saka, yeah. I'm sure there's plenty of Saka people out there that love Saka. I love Saka, you know. I think he's a very, very good player. He's obviously a system-based player that's come through the Hale End. So once you're used, and Gunner Street, big up to Gunner Street that done a video on Saka as well, yeah, because a lot of people underestimate what Saka has done throughout his career. Yeah, he's a very, very good player. And he's one of the top players in the Premier League. I'm sure if Saka was available for 100 million, there'd be players, there'd be teams running for his signature. The injuries, I understand, held him back. But I do feel, I'm just going to summarize everything now, and I do feel that, I think this season especially, Saka, will rise, and I'm hoping Saka will rise. And I'm hoping at the end of April that we have. No, it's all right. There's no worries, bro. I'm gonna drop off in a minute anyway. I'm hoping at the end of April that we have a Premier League trophy, and Saka has contributed, you know, and had an outstanding season and scored loads of goals. I'm hoping against Spurs and against Chelsea that he bags, because as much as, you know, we say stuff about this player, he's a very good player. He's got a very good. I think Saka's mentality is elite. I think his attitude is elite. I think when he missed that penalty and he got the racial abuse, you know, he still continued. He still took penalties. You know, he still played. Yeah. I just think there's this agenda against him a lot of the times, because we as Arsenal fans, you know, I think sometimes we get caught in the bait when other rival teams like to say this player is better than Saka, this player is better than Saka, but they never tell you what they're better at. They always just tell you this player is better at, but they don't even watch these other players. Half of the people don't even watch these other players. They might see a YouTube reel and they say, yeah, but they don't watch the player throughout the whole game. I'm one of Saka's biggest critics, by the way. Yeah. And I do watch aspects of his game that I don't like at times. But there's loads of aspects. There's more aspects of the game that I love more than I don't like. Yeah. And for the workload and for what he has to do in the team, yeah, I have to cut in some slack, because he don't just like attack. He has to defend as well, bro. Yeah, he gets kicked down every game. Yes, we know it. Football's a physical game. We know this. But he's probably one of the most fouled players out there in the Premier League. I just think he's going to come good. And, you know, I'm just going to end it on a positive note, because I think Saka's going to have a big game on Saturday. On Sunday against Spurs. And he's going to prove, yeah, that he's not just a basic footballer. Yeah, because the basics, yeah, you have to perfect the basics before you can fundamentally go on to doing other things. And I think that's what Saka does. Saka is safe. He's a safe baller, yeah. We all understand that. But he's a very good footballer, you know. And I think if we win the trophy the title this season, I think man's going to be talking about him differently. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be getting as much criticism as he does. And you know what I love about Saka as well? All these people that critique him, he usually proves them wrong anyway. But yeah, that concludes my show, people, man. In my feelings, I could talk about this for another hour or so, but yeah, in my feelings, an hour show. I can see there's loads more people coming into the show now. You guys always come to the show right at the end. I hope you guys are watching the stream back, and I hope those questions that I've asked in the stream, that you think about those questions and maybe answer them yourselves, because we can't just strictly rely on one player in our team. Saka needs help to become the world-class player that we want to see in him. Some people call him world-class already. Some people are already started to sprint already. I don't even think he needs to win trophies to be world-class. I just think that he needs to probably score more goals, maybe assist more, just be on the charts each season. When he had that 15-goal season, and I think it was 10 assists or whatever it was, it needed to go up from there. It needed to consistently just be on those levels. Then we could have been able to chat to other players. But because it's been up and down, I think last season, I think he got about 10 assists, isn't it? If I'm correct. People might say, but they're from set pieces. An assist is an assist, guys. I don't care. A penalty is a goal. It's a goal. Yeah. Free kick is a goal. It's a goal. Don't care how they go in. A goal is a goal. So yeah, when we compare right wingers in the Premier League, Europe, and the world, in my opinion, Saka sits right up there, but not for the reasons that you want to hear. It's for the reasons that I believe, and only solely I believe, because it's my opinion. And I believe he's going to get better. He's 24 years old. There was comparisons with Bowen and Saka at some point. I think the output was very similar 2 years ago. Bowen's a baller as well, and don't get me wrong. But Bowen's like 30 years old and Saka's still 24. There's players better than Saka, we know that. But Saka is the bar. If you want to be better than a player, then you look at Saka first. So yeah, it's crazy, this debate, but it isn't a debate in my eyes, because I rate Saka and I'll back my boy 100%. So Saka, do a madness this season for me, my brother, and please don't get injured. Please don't get injured, yeah, because I'll be sad if you do. But anyway, people, yeah, make sure you slap the likes and all them things there. Put a comment if some of the things that I've said that you don't agree with, the things you do agree with, put a comment. Because it'd be nice to hear what you guys got to say. There's 9 people in the building. Make sure you slap the likes, people. What has someone done a redirection to me? Because I'm loving this. But I'm gonna have to drop off now. Anyway, let's see who else is streaming right now. Usually, Latvian's not streaming right now. I would have done a redirection to him. Let me see you streaming right now, and we'll throw everyone over there. Look, my boy Hanno's back, yeah? Back on YouTube, yeah? Oh, he's streaming. Let's redirect you to the big man H, yeah? 781. Want to get him to get him to 800 subs. What is he? Hanno's Sports Club. He's changed his name. Where's my phone? I want to see if he's online. Let me just send him a message. Hold on. Hanno, where are ya? Let's see if he sees this message. If he doesn't see this message, we'll send it to someone else. Hey, big up to Captain. Big up to Coach Jordash. Need to get you on, my bro. It's been a long time, man. It's been a long time, my brother. We're just talking about Saka today. I'm going to be doing a lot of these type of shows, yeah, these interactive shows, where I'll be inviting people to debate with me. Respectfully. We'll have a debate. We'll talk about our players. I know come Sunday, I'm sure Caps is going to be about, and we're probably going to be cussing like, "Why? What's this guy doing?" I know what me and Saka, me and Caps are like, man. We're like two old men. You know what I mean? Like, he should be doing things better than that. Blah blah blah. But everyone watches the game different, right? But make sure you sub to the Waffle Don, yeah? We're going to give you some more content. Tomorrow, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm supposed to be having a stream with my boy Mark. But I don't know if we're going to do that early. I wanted to talk about the Man United 99 Arsenal team, that the FA Cup game. And I wanted to do a kind of... Here he is. Boys online. I'm going to redirect you. I'm going to redirect you to Hanno, yeah, because Hanno's doing his thing, man. I don't know about the games tomorrow, man. I can't watch any of my ops. I'll be gutted. Maybe I might do Brighton. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to redirect to Hanno's place as well. Going through the most. Also, my fields will come on when I'm in better. But hey, listen, bro, I'm here anytime you want to chat, bro. We're all going through madness at the moment, but yeah, we must be. Yeah. We'll see. Like the thing is, you say let's do a game tomorrow, and you're not even about, bro. You just dust out, and I don't see you. Yeah, we definitely got to beat Spurs. I'll be here on a Sunday, God willing, for the watch along on Sunday, people. So make sure you guys hook me up. Big up to my boys Tony, Claude, Gunner TV, BBK Sports, man like Caps, man like Cape as Pauser, Gunner Street, Oregon Gooner, Matty, Southern Gooner, all you, man. You know, big up your chests, and big up to Craig as well, my boy as well. Yeah, I wanted to come onto the stream today, man, but I think he likes doing hey, I've got to do a stream with Caps as well soon as well. So yeah, not Caps, Craig. I'll do a stream with Craig. But anyway, we're gonna go over to Hanno's now. Yeah, put in Waffle Road, and that's all you need to do. I'm out, peace, and make sure you call him an op. Go there. I'm out, peace.